Is it a goal of yours to be able to one-arm hang? Well, let's knock out a couple prerequisites first. You must first ensure that you can passively hang for 1 minute. Engage your scapula fully. Your head should be past your shoulders, not behind them. Once you're able to passively hang for 1 minute, you want to be able to actively hang for 1 minute. You might ask, how do we make it active? You're going to do the exact same thing that you just did, but you're going to add movement through it, through the scapula, okay? So you start disengaged, and then you engage the scapula by squeezing the shoulder blades. Disengage, shoulders are very close to the head. Pull, engage the scapula. You just want to do. So now that we can passively hang, we can actively hang. Now we got to start isolating the shoulders a little bit. It is highly recommended that you grab a little bit of chalk. It's very, very hard to do this without it, especially when you're first learning the skill. So a little dab of chalk, don't need a whole lot. Liquid chalk is definitely the best. Don't use the powdered stuff. Just let it dry for a minute. And then again, you just want to isolate. So basically, we're going to hang. Again, you don't need any equipment, any bands, anything like that. And I'm simply going to grab the bar. And I'm always showing my students to kind of do this bending motion. So as I'm holding on, I'm trying to break the bar. That's going to allow for me to engage my serratus a little bit more. And I'm externally rotated, which is going to help lock me into that position. And now that I'm locked in that position, what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to shift. I'm going to shift my legs, my hips rather, over to one side. And as I'm doing this, one arm is handling more load, or one shoulder rather, right? One side of me is handling more load. So you just want to kind of do these slow shifts. Feel your body get very heavy on the side that you're shifting toward. And I guess if we want to set a time preference, you know, don't even really go for time, go for reps. Go nice and slow. You should be able to knock out 20 reps of these before you move on to the last step. So now that you can passively hang, you can actively hang, and now you can shift your body weight, the last step to finally be able to one-arm hang is quite literally you finishing off the previous exercise. So you go right back to the bar, you bend, right? I'm shifting over, and I want to go one arm and then just come down. That's it. For right now in the beginning, don't try to hold on to that for too long. And you'll kind of start being able to register in your mind when you're ready for that. But in the beginning, again, once you're at this final stage, shift, 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 shift. Look at my hands, look at my hands. Boom, just like that. Pay attention to my opposite hand, okay? So I'm going to try this kind of partial one-arm hang on the right side, but I'm going to start eliminating my usage of these fingers on the opposite side, right? So again, look at my left hand, or maybe it's your right from where you're looking, I don't know. But look at this hand here, okay? As I'm hanging, I shift, I shift, I shift. Look at my hand. I start removing fingers very, very slowly so that I can slowly load this side, okay? Over time, as you do this, this transition is going to speed up. So in the beginning, it's going to be very, very slow. You're going to shift, right? Just like that. And then over time, you'll be able to get there a little bit faster, and you'll be able to hold it longer. So you'll be able to shift here, boom, drop. You'll keep doing that. Shift, hold, drop. And then over time, these holds get longer and longer and longer. So again, follow these steps. Master and own one position, or rather one phase first before you move on to the next. Next thing you know, you'll be one arm hanging. Stay strong and long, guys.